Hello! Today we are looking to plant our peas, and if you remember, we sowed our peas about 4 weeks ago. There is a video for that, so if you've not yet sown your peas yet, it's not too late. Just refer back to that video of sowing peas and you'll see the way that we did ours. So here they are some 4 weeks later. Looking very healthy, and they're about 3 to 4 inches tall, depending on exactly when they did germinate. You can see there's lots of nice healthy roots at the bottom, and they are now ready to go into the ground. Now, if you did watch the pea sowing video, you'll know that we multi-sow our peas, sowing 2 per cell. What I've done is I've dibbed the holes so that they're all pre-dibbed and ready. And I have dibbed these holes 6 inches apart. Now normally you'd plant single peas at 4 inches apart, but because we've got 2 in each cell, I've just expanded the length and they will go in at 6 inches apart. The 2 rows are 1 foot apart. Now they can be a bit closer than that. Depends on what variety you're growing and how you are going to stake them, because peas will need staking. And for us, we're growing a variety called alderman. Alderman can grow up to 2 meters or more tall. If you let them go away, they'll just continue growing. And they're one of those pea varieties that are really good for pea shoots too. So because this is a tall variety, I've left 1 foot in the rows. And later on, probably about another 3 or 4 weeks, once these peas have become established in the ground, we shall put some poles in there and make a structure so that they can climb up. And we'll show you that when we come to do that, and we shall capture that on video. What we have done is left a 3-foot gap between the next row. So it's going to be like a tunnel. Now, we love our homegrown peas here, fresh garden peas. So that's why we grow plenty. And having a tall variety like alderman means you get a huge harvest in a much smaller space. Other peas that you can grow, will only grow sort of this tall. And, there's only so much harvest they can take. So to plant, it's really, really easy. And what we like to do is to plant them really, really deeply. There we are, there's the plug plant. Although you can plant peas directly into the ground, the mice do rather like them, and other rodents. They'll search the seed out, and germination can be variable. At least doing them in the plugs, I tend to find anyway that germination is much better. So it's just a question of popping them in there, pushing them in. And like I say, I like to plant them nice and deeply. Don't particularly want them above the ground. And peas are quite happy like that. Now I've got 22 in the rows, so 44 per double row. So we've got 1 or 2 peas to plant out. So I'm going to continue with this, and we shall come back to you shortly. So the peas are planted, the distances that we said, and all there is left to do now is to water them in. They'll need a good drink of water to help them settle into their new homes. And what we shall do, we shall cover these with fleece just for the first 2 or 3 weeks, let them get established. And we do have pigeons around here, so they will peck away at the tops, and that's something we really don't want. Now, you've probably heard me say many times that we have woodland at the top of our garden, and we get a lot of problems with pigeons. And so, particularly brassicas, we always have to keep covered. for all of the year. And the easiest way that we've found is to use hoops and put netting over the top. It's nice and quick and easy to lift up, get over and do any weeding that you need to do, or tend to the plants, and then to put back and cover. And for quite a lot of years we've used, we made wooden frames and covered those with mesh. The problem with that is that it takes two of us to actually come out into the garden to move them, and they take up a lot of space when you do want to move them. So I've found this a much easier way. I've cut the plastic piping. This is I believe it's something that plumbers use, and you can buy it fairly cheaply off the internet, and then just cut them to the required length so that you get the height that you want, and push them down. Like so. And I begin by putting some weights down at one end, finding the end, and pull the cover over. Securing it down at the other end. So you can see I've been around the rest of the hoop house, which ones I like to call them. There we are, a quick and easy tunnel. And that'll keep the pigeons off and stop them from devouring the brassicas. And of course, in the summertime, when you're growing your brassicas through that period to get through for a autumn winter harvest, you'll also have the added complication of the cabbage white butterfly. And of course, this will keep those off too. So there you go. I hope you found that useful. We would love you to subscribe to our channel. So if you haven't already done so, please do. And we shall see you on the next video.